Every time. This happens every time.
Oh,
Yeah, we back with part two.
had to put the phone on the charger, man.
Hey, I meant because I usually hit y'all up, man, before we go live. And I usually like, hey man, make sure y'all put the phone on the charger.
Yeah.
Y'all can have it. And something told me to send a message to you earlier. And then I just got sidetracked, man, trying to get food and trying to
It's
drive through that
hey,
storm that's
it's
going
all
on.
good. It's all good, man. We happy.
Uh, so I'm gonna try to keep it short because I ain't trying to have you know what I'm saying, out here probably at the outlet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It's all good.
So let's talk a little bit about the new tape you just dropped.
As it is on earth.
It is, yeah, you know it. You know what I'm
That's
saying? As it is on earth. Um, what inspired you to come up with the tape?
man. Everything most definitely is Ruwad led, bro. Like I didn't have it like all set in stone like right off the bat. Um,
Right.
I was working on songs and I was doing songs, but I never really just established like what I wanted to do with these songs. I knew I wanted to make a tape, but I was gonna name it Shalom Shalom. I was gonna
Shalom,
name it
shalom.
Praise Report. That's what I was gonna name it, Praise Report. But then it was just like, man, like as I'm listening to the music, I'm like, man, this is what's happening on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And I want to speak about what's taking place on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And what to be aware of and the things that are transpiring for real. So I came
Mm.
up with the name at the last minute, but the first four songs were anticipated, but every song after that just came within 2 months of the album dropping.
Mm. Okay,
So,
okay. All right,
so yeah,
so um, I seen something very interesting that I have not. I don't think I've have I seen it? No, I don't think I've seen anybody do what you was doing. So I see you selling CDs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because you know coming up seeing this new generation of people that's now hip on to like downloading and streaming and things like
right,
that.
right.
I haven't seen most people go the route of selling CDs, but it was interesting to see because I haven't seen it in so long, and that's also something that a lot of people don't realize is that it's other people out here that don't know nothing about Spotify and SoundCloud and even YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting to know that it's like, oh, he's going another route to try to reach the ones that's lost. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, with selling CDs, you'll probably get like an older group. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So it was interesting to see that. I'm like, man, I ain't seen nobody actually selling CDs in a
Yeah.
while, but now seeing it for the truth, it's like, oh man, that was something big for me.
Yeah, facts. Because, we 80s babies, man, try to stick to, what I'm saying? We don't try to transition too much, because we in the middle of all of this, you know what I'm saying? We're in the middle of technology and past technology that we were, entertained with. So it was like, let me give away some CDs, man. Let me do that because I haven't been seeing it being done either. So it's
Right.
like I want to try to stay different as much as possible, just to continue to draw, continue to draw attention to, the Father in
Right.
that way. You know what I'm saying? So when I did the
Yeah, that's
CDs,
the one thing. When you see somebody selling CDs, they go be like, I don't know what he on, but let me see. You know what I mean? They're gonna be
yeah,
curious.
yeah, And see, I haven't even hit the streets with it. I just really kind of just been promoting, and I don't really make no profit off of it for real. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, encouraging people to support. Like instead of me asking people to support, I give you a reason to support. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I don't
right,
want to ask for donations. You know, I would just rather say, hey, I got CDs, $5. You know, $3 for the shipping, and I just, do it like that. You
right.
know. But yeah, the CDs was most definitely one of those things where I was like, man, let me bring this back to the top. Let me bring this back to the forefront. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was
Yeah.
definitely interesting. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh man, because I think that's actually how I found out that you dropped as it is how's it
As it
as it
is
is
on
on
Earth.
earth. As it is on earth.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't for a second. But that's how I found out because I seen you make a post because I knew that you was dropping it, but I seen you make a post with a stack of CDs, and I'm like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? That brings me back a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of younger too, so
hmm
um, that's something that like I seen like very young, like people selling CDs out the back of the trunk.
Yeah.
When I was young, I used to sell CDs at the high school, walking around with the CDs. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I know, that kind of that. It was definitely something that I had to talk about. We had to chop it up about. Um,
Yeah, for real. And you still got people who still listen to CD, man, like who would rather have hard copies. You know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like
It
those
is.
hard copies gonna come in handy, you know.
Right.
Um, and it's just
I
like,
seen
mhm,
somebody not too long ago uh, that was doing um, like burning CDs, which I haven't seen in so long. You know what I'm saying? Like just
yeah,
like burning movies and stuff like that. So it was like I was like, man, y'all still do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like okay, there's people that's out here that still really want that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Um, and I know because like growing up, boy, you couldn't get nobody in the older generation to ever even touch the technology.
real,
So
real,
so I know it's still people out there that's just like, no, don't
right,
want, don't give me the iPhone, give me my flip phone and
right,
CD. You know what I'm saying?
right.
CDs, I want that MP3 stuff that you talk about.
Uh-huh.
That was definitely interesting. So let's talk about some of the tracks up on there. Which say top three tracks? What you think is your top three tracks on there?
Well, I have to go with the people's choice. You know,
Okay.
oh man. Hold on just a second, hold on. Trying to get right. So yeah, I have to most definitely go with the people's choice, man. You know,
Right.
old man. I would say old man. Dang, just three?
Yeah. Well, I just saying just three because I usually stick with like just threes and stuff like that when I'm that way it won't be just too lengthy. Because I mean, you probably was like, look, let me go ahead and give you five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would most definitely say old man,
Uh,
snakes and fruit.
mm. I like the snakes track too.
hmm
It brought me to a mind state of like really trying to figure out like say I'm listening to it for the first time but not in the truth.
hmm
It made me want to know what was being said. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
Right.
So like sometimes I'll be listening to stuff with an ear of knowing and then also an ear of not knowing so I can like really kind of get an understanding on okay, if somebody listened to this track, would I have to explain this to them or would they actually know what this is talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So like the snakes track and the fruit track was very dope, and it had a lot of biblical information.
Mm-hmm.
And there, 1 second, gotta give my baby boy. He is acting a fool.
That's how them babies do. Shalom, shalom, fam. Hey, peace, love, and light to everybody chiming in. Most definitely. Y'all entering into Righteous Reactions live. It's your Freebrew. Checking in with you. Breeze. Freezy. What it do, Op?
Say hi.
Yo, shalom, shalom. Baby Brew. You gotta put them on, man. Put them on, man. You know, we family oriented, man. Very family oriented. Family oriented. For real, in a major way. Come one of mine coming upstairs now.
My other one got jealous, so I gotta show him off too.
Hey, nephew. What's going on? Here come mine.
Yeah, he seen me bring LEI in there, and he saw my setup. He like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to the people.
My turn.
Right.
Yep.
So, okay, I forgot what we were actually talking about. Yeah. You said snakes, fruit, and old man.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, man. I actually like them tracks, man. And let's talk about them a little bit.
Okay. So go ahead.
I'm about to say you can start off with whichever one you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can get the people a little bit of insight on how it came about. You know, what you wanted to people to hear in the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I start with snakes, and I just do it in order. With snakes, it was most definitely projected in a way where the information that was projected in it was just drawing awareness of the serpent that could be in people. You know what I'm saying? The serpent or the snake that could be in people, because we say, you know what I'm saying, people are snakes all day long. You know, but it's the energy that they present. So I was just really shining a light on that energy that come with being drawing awareness. You know what I'm saying? Like drawing awareness of what a snake look like, what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like what, not necessarily what he look like, but how he present himself. You know what I'm saying?
The spirit within him.
Yeah, the spirit within. You know what I'm saying? And that was one song where it was just like, man, it was most definitely times and instances in my walk where I've encountered those type of spirits. And, you know, it's most definitely one of those songs that was encouraged through experience. You know what I'm saying? So even seeing the situation, that's why I came and read the scripture, opening up with the scripture of Adam and Eve, with Eve and the serpent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And ending it with that, because the serpent was talking to her and beguiled her in transgressing the Father's law from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, don't let them persuade you. Don't let them seduce you. They did the same to Eve. Please don't be naive. They use words to appease, capture your attention. Their purpose be for greed. Like, I've experienced all of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? Because as I was listening to the track, right, it was I think I was just listening to all the tracks and stuff again, because you know usually you'll listen to something and then it take you like 2 or 3 times of listening to it to
really
actually like really get it, really understand what's going on, right? So as I was listening to this Snake song, I think like a couple hours earlier, I was talking to my mom and I was giving her the understanding of what happened in Genesis. You know what I'm saying? So as I was listening to it, I'm like, oh snap, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is exactly what we were just having this conversation about. You know what I'm saying? And I had opened her eyes to some information that she didn't know, even though she knows the Bible, but she didn't know that that's what it was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
From
Now
that.
now she's understanding it and realizing precepts. So now it's giving her a clear understanding of what was going on. You know what I'm saying? As I was listening to the song Snake, I was like, oh man, the fact that he was talking about the Adam and Eve stuff, and then now talking about, it was a nice transition into the album.
Man, Barack Yahuwah, man, may the Most High allow her to open her spirit up to it too, man, because we all want our moms to, you know what I'm saying, get a whiff of it, for real.
Yeah, and lately she's been listening. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, you know, she's like, you know, it makes sense, but you know, this is what I know. But it's more, oh wow, I was there. Oh wow, this is something that, you know, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So she slowly up her understanding and actually listen.
Stop, boy.
Actually listening to what I'm saying without like you know, already having a drawn conclusion in her head. You know what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High for that, for sure. I knew it was all him.
Facts, most definitely. And my mom, she accepted to our understanding as well, in a way where it's, you know, it's not in a way where it's not it's more so it helps us build. You know what I'm saying? It helps us build because we've all had these spiritual instincts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just needed to tap into it in another way. You know, but we all had these spiritual instincts to where we're trying to connect to the Father in some way, whether it be from Christianity or whether it be through spirituality, in some way, form, or fashion. We have these spiritual instincts that we're trying to tap into. And our parents have always, you know what I'm saying, talked to us about God and things of that sort. And when we transition and they see that that we're for real and serious and our intentions are pure behind what we're doing, they gain interest. You know what I'm saying? They gain
yeah, definitely. It's all about the walk, like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? First you learn it, then you have to believe it. But the becoming is really when you start winning. So that's when you really start getting people interested in your walk. Because when they see it on you, it's evident.
And see, us doing this is undoing what the serpent did from the beginning, which was beguile, you know what I'm saying, beguile the woman. So us coming into this knowledge and information and this wisdom, it undoes what Satan does. You know what I'm saying? Undoes what he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, lock people into. We untying them. It's like Satan kidnap them. We come with the word to untie them. You know what I'm saying? Boom. There you go. You can escape. But if you want to be kidnapped, you will sit there and be like, nah, man, don't get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Is this Stockholm syndrome?
Stockholm.
That's facts. That's facts. So we'll talk a little bit about the second song.
Oh man. Self-explanatory for real, man. It's like getting rid of them old ways, setting fire to them old ways, drowning that old man through immersion, purging the old man out by the washing of the word, you know, renewing your mind, being transformed from the world into the word, into the Father's marvelous light. You know what I'm saying? Like, Even with the lyrics, had to lay the old man to rest, he's so dead. Had me doing
Yeah.
things that I should have never did. Could have had me killed, had me living on the edge. Had to lay that old man to rest, man down. And just had to put him down because these are ways that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? These are old ways and old habits that cause us to fall into sin and transgression. You know what I'm saying? Old ways and old, paths that we walk down that cause us to fall and stumble and go through trial and tribulation. And we sometimes
And
really don't even realize.
even old thoughts too. You know what I'm saying? Even old thoughts, entertaining old thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll definitely get you in a mind to want to transgress, and you gotta fight that. You gotta fight that whole thing.
Right.
So that was definitely when I heard that song, I was like, man, the chorus itself has so much heaviness on it. I was like, man. And then after listening to the verses, listening to the lyrics, it was like, oh man, this is a song that if you listen to it and you really in the mind state to change, like it'll actually inspire you to change. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Listening to them lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We always get you know what I'm saying? We always get hip to the catchy beat and you know what I'm saying? But listen to them lyrics. So let's talk about the
And there are even ways that we entertain in this walk that we may need to put to shame. You know what I'm saying? Old ways, old information, old understanding, because we constantly growing and we constantly receiving greater information and greater insight. So you know what I'm saying? Like even in the walk, like you gotta cut it short. You know what I'm saying? Old understanding, old ways, old information.
You would say that old information, that's heavy because as you're learning, you can be taught something that's incorrect. And you have to, when you realize that it's incorrect, you have to let it go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's all about gaining understanding for the Father. It's not your understanding. It's gaining understanding to please the Father. That's the goal. That's been the goal from the beginning. Gaining understanding to please the Father.
Right.
If the Father's not pleased by what we're doing and the understanding that we was given, we have to get it out of there. You know what I'm saying?
It reminded me of the scripture. It said, when a sinner cursed Satan, he curses his own soul.
Yeah, that's heavy too. When
a sinner curses Satan, he curses his own soul. Not realizing like everything that we do, we do against ourselves. We sin against our own body. But when we, like you said, when we're really truly trying to exemplify the Father in everything that we do. So all that we do goes back to the Father. It's his esteem. You know what I'm saying? It's his esteem. He pulled us out of those ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he pulled us out of those ways. He caused us to transition and come into greater forms of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't keep looking at we can't look at it like, oh man, like, this person or that person did this, that, and the third to me. No, you did it to yourself, because it's you who can change yourself and nobody else can change you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Giving it to the Father, man. Giving it to the Father.
For sure. That's definitely exactly what it is, actually. That's exactly what it is. Let's talk about the third track you chose off the album. What was it? You said Snakes, Old Man, and then you said
Fruit.
Oh, fruit. Yeah. I forget.
Spirit. Man, look, that was the last song on the album. It was the 10th song on the album, and it was like one of the last songs that I did. That was the last song that I did. And I did that song like 2 weeks before I dropped the album. I wasn't even anticipating on putting it on there. But it was like, by me being in the walk as long as I have, I've seen people not exemplify these fruits for real because they
Right.
were probably still in a believing stage and not truly becoming what they understood. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it left, like doors open because like anybody can receive information.
Right.
Anybody can receive information in abundance. You know what I'm saying? Like in abundance. But what do you do with the information? It's like when you go to school, you take a test. But you get the book, right? You got the book to take the test. But when you take the
Right.
test, is the book open or is it closed?
Exactly.
It's closed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have open book tests in school, but my understanding, but what I'm trying to get people to see is this: when you truly taking a test of these fruits, the book is closed, and you have to exemplify everything that you retain. So when you close the book, are you retaining it? Are you retaining it to only teach it, or are you retaining it to be it?
Yeah, to apply it.
To apply it. It's all about application, and that's where fruit came from. It was like it ain't about what you know, it's about what you show because I've seen it a lot. I've seen a lot of people talk about what they know and not show what they understand and not
Yes.
show it. You know,
And it's crazy. It's crazy because the scriptures tell you, plain as day, that it's better to apply than to know, to have understanding. You
it
know what I'm
is.
saying? Knowledge does not matter with the Father. It's all about wisdom and applying wisdom. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And wisdom is the knowing of something through
Right.
through through action, through living it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? If you don't know how
Mm-hmm.
to apply wisdom to situations, your walk doesn't. It's not gonna be beneficial to people or to yourself. You have to learn
Right.
how to apply that. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to apply that wisdom, and you have to learn to apply the laws. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that when people live in their life in sin or in any form of transgression to the Father, they get
Mm-hmm.
chastised. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
in those chastisements is opportunities to
Mm-hmm.
change, opportunities
Right.
to reflect on what you did wrong and progress.
Those
But if you,
chastisements gonna show you what you did wrong.
yeah,
Those
and,
chastisements gonna show you what you did wrong. Go ahead.
and that's what I'm saying. Like that opportunity that you get when you know what you did wrong is
Mm-hmm.
either you're going to now apply or you're going to use that as a stumbling block for your walk. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? A lot of people use it as a stumbling block and they don't ever try to correct the problem, but just know that it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's all like you said, it's all about application. It's all about learning how to apply these laws.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing the laws is half the battle. You know what I'm saying? You can know all the law, but if you don't know how to apply them, you know what I'm saying? It's a
It's
waste.
void for real.
Yeah.
You gain the knowledge in vain. That's what it means when you gain knowledge in vain. It's empty because you're not using it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're supposed to put, it's like you gain the knowledge. You're the vessel. You got the knowledge outside the vessel. The knowledge is
Yeah.
supposed to go inside the vessel. And it's supposed to
Exactly.
make the vessel more useful. But it's like knowledge outside the vessel. What is the use of having a vessel if you're not gonna put the wisdom inside the vessel?
Right. I'm over here talking about you charging your phone. My phone just hit me with the 15%.
I know, right?
I thought they were gonna charge you, but yeah. So elaborate a little bit. What else on the fruit of the spirit that you wanted to talk about?
um, that's pretty much it. I like just just it's really a song to where like man, it's a song of reflecting, and I want people to reflect, man. Like, damn, am I really applying? It said love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, yeah, all that, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self control, all that. And I said, if you know it, then you better show it. can't be a talker, man. You got to be a doer. So that I got that from James chapter 1 and 22. It says, be doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own.
Yeah, that's facts.
So that's where it stems from.
You had said something that just triggered me to say something, but I just lost it.
It's like seed on top of the soil. They need to be inside the soil to do its main purpose.
Hey, out here dropping gems. Dropping gems.
Yeah. What you was gonna say though? I don't want you to lose that thought.
I completely forgot. When you were speaking, you said something that was about to trigger me to say something, but you know what I'm saying.
Salaki.
No, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. I was just too engulfed in the rest of the conversation that I just ended up just.
You were saying I said something in the song, mentioning something in the song concerning the fruits, like James 1 and 22. I know that, but it's all love, man. It'll come back to you.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I do have some of the worst memory. Oh no, that's actually I just remembered. I guess I don't. I guess I do. So one thing that I was gonna talk about is the fact of if you don't feel like that you have these fruits, pray for these fruits. Mm-hmm. The Most High will grant these fruits to you if you truly believe it. If you truly want peace, if you truly want just all of these fruits, bro, ask the Most High how to gain these fruits. Ask the Most High for the understanding. Ask the Most High how to help, and then seek it in the Scripture. You know what I'm saying? And be on the lookout for Him to teach it to you, because He do teach it to you through people, and through all different types of ways. So you have to be aware. You know what I'm saying? You have to be sober-minded. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for these things, because the Most High will give the understanding to somebody that you probably would never expect it from.
Man, and you got to be so humble.
You want to see if you're paying attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, I gave it to you from this aspect. You didn't accept it or received it because you was worried about the messenger and not the message.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. So, but that was what I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? If you want the understanding from the Most High with the fruits, pray for it. You know what I'm saying? Pray for it, because He will grant it to you if you're willing to believe it and you're willing to apply what is being taught to you. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. All right, so let's talk about you got any new videos coming out?
I want to do the Fruit of the Spirit video, but I'm just going to be led on the Spirit to do it. That's the next one that I want to do. Okay. And I want it to be like memorial for real. So I don't want it to be typical. I want it to be different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And let's talk a little bit about the No Time video. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all haven't checked it out. That was my last video I reacted to on my channel. My YouTube channel is in the description. But that song spoke volumes to me, not only through the music, but through the visual. That he also presented. Y'all gotta go check it out, man. Y'all do. It's a very good song. But let's talk a little bit about how that came about, the visual came about, and what was the goal when you thought about it?
The goal when I thought about it was the very end of the video, me bringing the sword to the courthouse, and the Father's judgment is going to be upon this, going to be upon this nation for real, and downtown Memphis, where our courthouse is, right across the street from it, was a slave auction block where they would auction off slaves. And on the if you look at those little statues around the courthouse, you got Liberty, Authority, and then it was some more other statues with different names on it. Probably would have been like law, government, and things of that sort. So I came from behind the Liberty statue, see, everything I want to exemplify when it comes to freedom, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when you look at the video, the Liberty statue had her eyes covered or her eyes closed, meaning that anybody can obtain freedom. It doesn't really has no, no sight for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be, you know, by spirit, like freedom by spirit, you know. But I came from behind a Liberty statue because this is truly what we are fighting against. Like, we're fighting for our freedom. You know what I'm saying? We're fighting to be free from captivity and bondage. You know, so in the video, it was like, man, I want to do everything possible to let people know, like, look, this is what we up against. And the Father is who we are going to be fighting with if we're on his side. You know what I'm saying? Our hopes is that we live in a world based on the constitution of the Torah and not the constitution of man. You know what I'm saying? Right. So then I had the picture of the authority right there, like the statue of the authority. So even in the lyrics, with the lyrics, is like, man, it was so much that I was saying, you know.
I was peeping what you said, man.
Yeah, I was really trying to punchline hard on the second verse, like real, like
yeah, you was coming with a punch, sure. But I seen a lot of the symbolism in the video, and it really made me intrigued about, because, like, you know, when people make music, right, and then they make videos, it's like you want to see what they're rapping about in the video. You know what I'm saying? See kind of symbolism. I feel like it's a big thing, and a lot of people don't see it at first glance, but they recognize and they remember. You know what I'm saying? So something, for instance, like something like you having a sword in your hand, that's not normal for most people to just be walking around with a sword in front of the courthouse. You see what I'm saying?
At the courthouse. Yeah. Because I'm truly covered, bro. Like, I wasn't even tripping.
And I'm not saying it like most people would like be afraid to see somebody like that, but the power behind that imagery, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't do that, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't do that. We can't even act like we're pulling somebody out of our pocket nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Let alone come in with fringes and a sword. You know what I'm saying? In all boldness. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you can tell. So, like, when people see these things in the videos and in the music, man, it really gives them a visual of something that they've never seen, really. You know what I'm saying? Because usually you got the person up in there rapping, they out here, you know, doing whatever, partying and all of that. You know, just it
just
like
looks fun.
Yeah, it just looks
fun and don't look serious.
So just having those visuals, and I feel like a lot of people that's making music, I feel like they should start bringing these visuals to our people. You know what I'm saying? Where they can see the power of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a video where you're just talking and dancing around. Like, they can see the power of the Most High. I feel like coming into videos, you should be trying to show something. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get your people to recognize something. Not the lyrics. Not just the lyrics, because the lyrics is always going to be there. You can go download the audio.
Do that without the visual. You post track on SoundCloud and they do that without the visual.
Exactly, but the visual is very important, I feel like, to what you're trying to portray in the music. You know what I'm saying?
It's supposed to strengthen the message of the music.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to use those opportunities to do exactly that. You know what I'm saying? even something as simple as having a Bible in the video. Just
Every
that
time.
simple. You know what I'm saying? Just that simple. Just and then to show people, oh, this is what he's about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This is the stuff that he brings out in his music. So as a viewer of the video, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what he has coming next. You know what I'm saying? Not the music, but the visual. I want to see what symbolism I can see. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people are. Not a lot of people are doing visuals right now. And so seeing somebody that has a idea for a visual and actually execute it, that was definitely something powerful for me. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many that's doing it in that way. And it is some. It's not. I'm not saying it's not any at all, but it is some that's doing it as far as like dropping visuals and actually having the imagery in it, but it's not enough. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, I feel you, man. And I'm grateful to the Father that He put it on my spirit not to be afraid to do it, because you know what I'm saying. Like, you got sheriffs walking around, they coming in and out of those doors, and I'm like literally giving an explanation of what we're about to come into, laying the sword.
Right.
And at the courthouse, y'all judging us. It's time for y'all to be judged. That's what the Father gonna judge y'all with, that sword. The same sword. It's two edges. You know what I'm saying? It's two edges. One side and cut us already. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I most definitely gotta go back. Like every video, like if I ain't never had a Maserati in my video, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna exemplify what the Father want me to exemplify. Cause like I said earlier, if I hit pause on your video, if I hit mute on your video, what can I see, Abba? You know what I'm saying? Or can I see a significant message that's being presented, that's being shown? You know what I'm saying? It's very important. The visual is supposed to strengthen the message of the song.
Facts.
It's supposed to strengthen it. And I feel like I really, you know, when I did it, I was kind of like, I wasn't on edge, but I was more so skeptical. But I was like, man, let's get it done anyway. I mean, the most that they could tell us, man, you can't be right here. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you can't move in fear when you're dealing with the Father. And you know, He allowed it to be so. So at the end of the video, man, I laid the sword before the courthouse. Laid the sword before the courthouse because that's the same judgment that they're about to receive. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want it to just be a visual. I wanted to be recorded in the Shamayim so that the angels know, like, hey, we did it. We came to y'all and let y'all know that y'all time is coming. The sword is coming.
Yep.
You know.
Definitely spirit behind a lot of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know what I'm saying? I know how fear can stop you from doing a lot of things for the Father. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta walk in it without fear, you know what I'm saying? So those type of things that most people would just, I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not for everybody. But some of us have to walk in all boldness, not caring. You know what I'm saying? Not caring, because my faith in the Most High will keep me protected. Nothing else. I don't need a gun. I don't need, you know what I'm saying? The faith of the Most High will keep me protected. He did it for our forefathers. So why not me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we remember that. You know what I'm saying? We have to remember, move without fear. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get into a little segment what I usually do, and then I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, questions that I usually ask most of my interviewers, and then we're gonna get some questions from the people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start off with the most requested question right here. 24 hours with somebody after scripture, who would it be and why?
24 hours?
24 hours.
Man, let me think. It probably would be it would probably be Elijah. And the reason why is because how he left a double portion of his spirit to Elisha.
Yeah.
You know, and he was just a man like so connected to the Father to where it was undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Like he was taken up in a whirlwind came and got him. He didn't die. He got took up in a whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? So with that, there's a connection to Enoch. You know what I'm saying? And Abraham and those who sit at the throne of the Father, like for real. So it probably would be Elijah, for real. Cause I mean, like he left Elisha a double portion of his spirit, like, and we seen the type of man Elisha was, like. So it was like most definitely somebody who can project wisdom into me as I'm in their presence.
Oh, praise. Yeah, that definitely definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying? All right. So next question: three artists that you would like to collab with that you have not collabed with yet.
Oh, wow! True music artist.
True music artist, man. You know it.
Because I'm like, okay. The Peculiar Don Yala.
Peculiar Don Yala. Check them out.
I listen to some of everybody, man. It's probably not even you know what I'm saying, like your typical artist, like for real. You know,
and that's cool because like especially for me, I want to put as many artists that I can out there to be seen. Anybody that's doing the Father's work and you know what I'm saying, they really working in the spirit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me shine some light on that brother so he can be seen as well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for myself. You see what I'm saying? I'm not here for myself. You feel me? I like certain artists, but if you're working in the spirit of the Father, you have to be seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be seen. You can't, you know what I'm saying? And then what manner of person would I be to have a platform like that and not shine that light? You know what I'm saying? So I have to remember that as well.
Facts. So yeah, most definitely. Cause it's a lot of other people that I listen to that's not like mainstream Israel.
Right.
You know, that has these
Peculiar Daniela.
Yeah.
Is his name on SoundCloud?
On Instagram.
On Instagram, okay. I'm gonna have to check him out.
Definitely. Yeah, that's one. Who else? I ain't got a track with my brother No Name yet, so me and No Name most definitely got to put a slap together for real. And who else? Man, I ain't even did a track with my wife yet, bro. And I gotta do it. Freebrew Demike. For real. Like me and wifey gotta go ahead. And we actually got a song that we're gonna put out. It is featuring other artists. So there's a lot of artists I want to collab with for real though. You know what I'm saying? Right. And there's some artists that I probably wouldn't collab with too. But yeah, man, like me and Princess Pinup.
Yeah.
Princess, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
Great.
And then there's some more people that I've discovered. I can't remember the name, but I think he popped in once, and I was listening to his music. I was like, oh yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm into listening. I'm really into like underdog spirit. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely know.
Yeah, like let's bring some light. What else like everybody got something to say? You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something to say. It's not our platform, this Yahuwah platform. So we all have the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, give these expressions that he give us. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's, you know what I'm saying, greater than the other in esteem in the Father. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what it is, man. If the music connect with your spirit, that's when you know it's an artist you need to listen to. Ain't got nothing to do with the name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
It's all about how does this connect you to the Father. They can have all the lyrics in the world. They can have all the metaphors in the world. How does this music connect you, specifically you, to the Father? You know what I'm saying?
And we not all doing music for the same people. Like, there are people I might have to reach on this end that somebody else can't reach, and he using me to reach them. You know what I'm saying? And like No Name, like I was telling No Name, like Abba got you reaching the people that he wants you to reach. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If one of us try to reach the masses, that's an industry move. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all out here doing the work of the Father in our own little pocket, where Abba got us reach them. I'm here in Memphis. He might want me to reach the people in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They might, you know what I'm saying? And then or some people in Kentucky. It just really doesn't matter with Abba, as long as you reaching somebody, and he's using us all to reach somebody to, you know what I'm saying, motivate the word.
That's what it is. And obviously, artists gonna have different avenues in trying to reach the people, because obviously our people is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Our people are all different kind of philosophies, all different kind of lifestyles. So obviously we would have to have different kind of music and different kind of, you know, messages in our music to reach certain people. You know what I'm saying? And all praises that we have that, because obviously with rap, worldly rap, we only have one message. You know what I'm saying? Really.
Yeah.
You would get a little bit of, like, here and there, you did drop some gems, maybe. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't the right gem, they might drop something that maybe get you learning some stuff. But ultimately, there's only one message for our people. You know what I'm saying? And now it's all the same message, but different avenues when it comes to this truth. So it's definitely a blessing seeing that our people can jump to these different avenues and go to these different avenues to reach certain people. You know what I'm saying?
And it gotta be appealing to them, because everybody's style is not, you know what I'm saying, something that you may be attracted to. Some people I know everybody don't like my music. You know what I'm saying? But I know my voice might be irritating to some people. But that's why they got other options of other brothers to listen to, and it's gonna have the same effect whether you listen to me or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the importance of it as well. Like, we're not gonna appeal to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people some people might not like rap, and they might want to listen to Hallelujah, Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? And that's they lane. Like, man, this is what I love. This is what I love to listen to, and this is what brought me through. You know what I'm saying? And
there's certain artists that's making specific praise music. You know what I'm saying? So you have that option. You know what I'm saying? You have that option. So that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of Israel, because we're so diverse. We're able to adapt to what people want. You know what I'm saying? But not get too much out of our comfort zone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like you were saying, it's only a short amount of people really that's doing the type of music that you do. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that needs to be touched on. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't doing it, then, you know what I'm saying, you have to have people that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'll praise the Father for allowing you to, and give you the gift to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? And people to support you, so you won't feel like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how it gets sometimes when people don't support the movement that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So all praises and glory to the Father for allowing people to be encouraged by what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? To keep them in the walk as well, man. So my other question, man, why do you do this? Like, what is the purpose for you doing the music? Like, what's your why?
My very first person I minister to is myself when I do music. We all do, you know. So my purpose is to self-reflect and to get others to self-reflect when they hear my music. Like with the old man, like you said,
Yeah.
like if they really listening to it and they planning on transitioning, they can use this as an encouragement to transition. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to be right there in the pocket of them trying to transition and understanding that they know that they need to come in and having this tool to use. Like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be my motivation for the week. I'm gonna listen to old man because I got some old ways that I need to put us under. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I
Sometimes
meet
you
when
have
I
to,
mm-hmm,
sometimes you have to have those in the chamber, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
To just help your spirit out, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said it's the beauty of Israel because it's other people that's doing that same thing, you know what I'm saying? So they have that option. Like you can rotate these songs and then maybe that'll help lift up your spirit. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Yep. And we minister to ourselves first, man. Because we're the first ones put the test with everything that we say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm real headstrong on like, okay, if I say it, I gotta do it. Ain't no if, ands, or what's about it, gotta get done. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely gotta get done. So yeah,
Let
like
them let them words be lived. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Everything that you speaking out your mouth, you should be living or
Live
trying to at least. You know what I'm
calm,
saying?
calm.
Um, okay, so what is one of the messages that you would want to give to Israel?
One of the messages I want to give to Israel, just pretty much do a recap. Use the word to sharpen, don't use it to cut. Cutting does damage. Sharpening heals. You know what I'm saying? Apply the fruits. The test is done when the book is closed. The test is taken when the book is closed. And make sure that everything that you know according to knowledge to retain so that when the book is closed, you can apply. Because that's how
Okay.
tests are. It's not an open book test, it's a closed book test. You know what I'm saying? We open the book to teach. We close the book to take the test. We open the book to learn, and when the book is closed, we taking the test. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to try it on everything that we're gaining knowledge of, you know, especially if we're trying to gain knowledge to teach. So use the word sharpen, sharpen yourself, sharpen others. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already going to do the cutting. It already does the cutting because it rebukes. You know what I'm saying? Continue to create.
That's
You know.
definitely a heavy message for our people, man. Because I feel like a lot of people don't reflect on um, their trial and error enough to really realize what they do when they cutting someone. You know what I'm saying? Or if you in a how I say, if you're in a spirit of a pride or you feel enjoyment
Mm-hmm.
for cutting someone, reflect. You know what I'm saying? Go back and remember how you felt when you got cut. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what where was you at, or even if the Most High rebuked you in any way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If He corrects you and chastised, remember how you felt when those things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, if you not happy and prideful, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When those things happen, then why would you be when you doing it to somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, always remember where you came. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Always remember where you came. Uh, and then the last question I got is, what's the best advice you've been ever given? Whether it be in this walk, whether it be before this walk, something that may have stuck to you all your life, something that you might have just heard last week. You know?
Mm-hmm. The best advice I was given.
One second.
All right.
All right, we back.
Come. So the best advice I was given, it was from scripture, basically. You know what I'm saying? Two things. The whole duty of man is keeping the Father's law, statutes, and commandments, and the book of James 1:22, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. That really stuck to my spirit because it's a lot that can be said, but it's more that can be done. You know what I'm saying? I just really want to be seen in that light of being a doer more so than somebody that just obtains information. So the scriptures are advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's major advice. You know what I'm saying? So when I read that one, it was like, that one stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it would compare them to like having them like not exemplifying the wisdom is like holding your head in a glass. As soon as you go on, you forget straightway the man that you were preparing to be. And I don't want to forget the advice that the Abba told me to obtain so that I can continue to be the man that I'm seeking to be and being an example of that man so that others can really, you know what I'm saying, pick up on the spirit of it.
Right. All praises. That's actually the first time somebody said their best advice was from the scripture. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely I'm gonna keep that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep that in mind. Might even have to ask that because sometimes I usually ask what's your favorite scripture or something like that. So many. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of them. And sometimes you just can't choose one. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't gonna ask that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask other questions. But I'm gonna open up the floor for all the viewers to go ahead and pose your questions, your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Just let y'all ask Freebrew whatever y'all want to ask them, and all of that. And you know what I'm saying? Dialogue a little bit with it. So y'all, it's y'all time to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Floor is open.
Floor is open.
And if you don't have any questions, and if I said enough, man, I totally understand. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely long, live, very good, very insightful. You know what I'm saying? And it was definitely we're gonna definitely have to do this again. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be on camera, definitely gonna have to do this again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just good getting with brothers and really not only learning about each other, but just learning, you know what I mean, each other's spirits. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've talked to a couple people, and I ain't heard nothing but good. You know what I'm saying? Nothing good. You know what I'm saying? Freebrew, so all praises to that. I just had to check it out for myself. You know what I'm saying? So we got a question.
I said, let me buy one of the Freebrew hooded. Man, look, I'm gonna put them on the market soon, man. I'm trying to get it right. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely gonna do it for the winter over with, man. But I got you. I want to make sure it's affordable. Like that's my biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to, go all the way off the scale when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Because I know what the condition that have people in. So I want to make sure I make it affordable at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to tell you, I'm supposed to drop some merch and some more stuff. But I want to make sure everything is affordable and you know, so our people really enjoy what's being brought out. And plus, on top of that, I always want to have the message coming across my merch. So, Lord willing, he gets some merch out there. You know what I'm saying? I might have to cop me one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely, the free food is coming in. I got one right here. You know, it's most definitely gonna be one of the hoodies for the merch. You know what I'm
So
saying?
is that Prino or is that like vinyl or is it a compilation of both?
Man, honestly, I think it's just vinyl for the most part.
I was say that's what it kind of looked like vinyl too.
Uh-huh. Oh
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Preparation
Uh,
two, prep two coming for sure. Prep two coming. Me and the op most definitely gonna do that. Prep two is most definitely coming. So we let it ride out for a year. So we probably gonna hit it like prep one, we dropped 120, 2020. Prep two, we probably gonna drop 121, 21.
mm, okay. We gonna be waiting too. We gonna be waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
so that
saying
thing coming around real smooth and real soon. You
right.
know what I'm
Yeah, I'm about to say
saying?
that's tomorrow.
Yeah,
Time
for
moving away.
real.
It's
So I'm most definitely gonna be like I've been riding this wave on this album for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I dropped it 10/10/2020. I dropped it on the 10th of October. And I still got people asking me for copies
oh snap.
for
I was
copies
like,
of
what happened?
the tape.
I forgot my laptop. My laptop ended up dying, and I
Nah,
had my
it's all good. It's all good.
I know I got backup. You know what I'm saying? I got backup. Better let that
Right,
light
right.
shine today.
Yeah,
That light shine today. You always have to be
that.
prepared.
But yeah, we prep two coming for sure. Prep two.
Praise.
Yep. Prep
Any
two
other
table
questions?
set is gonna be the name of the album. Preparation table set.
Okay. I like that. That sounds interesting right there.
Yeah.
You got any other questions for my man? I know it was a little bit late. I wasn't expecting it to run 2 hours in, but conversation got a little bit too good. You know what I'm saying?
Already. Already.
So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, they most definitely got something to go back and chime into for.
Facts. And sorry, I don't know if y'all been tuning in on YouTube or not, but I'm sorry that I haven't dropped any of the new ones because I have to. I don't know how I want to drop them. I don't want to drop them like you know what I mean, the regular way. I want to edit them and put them side by side. Um, but it just be taking so much time, and I already got a lot of stuff doing. So I might end up just dropping them like this for now until I get my new setup together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's been taking so long.
Huh, huh.
Plus, I do everything off my phone, and my phone space be tripping sometimes. So uh, yeah, that happens. Okay, it says we need to keep the old path and keep pushing hard. Keep pushing hard coffee to the store. Yeah, he said he trying to get that he trying to get them discounts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I most definitely created a new wave with that. Like really ain't no new wave, just
And
putting
then,
people back on the old
he sure
path for real. Like
said the internet gonna be crashing soon, and
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's it's gonna end up happening. They,
Yeah.
it's too much truth getting put on the internet for them not to not only try to censor it, but they're gonna try to take it away altogether. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to. They'll
Yeah.
have to. There's too much truth coming out here, and
And
once the Most High say, "Oh, you know what? I done spread the message enough," they're gonna be like, "Ah, we gotta take this down."
mm-hmm. and
That's the
it's and,
only.
it, and they haven't taken it down because they can monitor. It's so
Yeah,
much luxury and control with the internet that the
yeah.
father's gonna wipe it out. He's gonna eliminate it because
That's what I'm saying.
control
What I'm saying
to it. Mm-hmm.
with the internet is because they can't censor us through it. They can't censor us through it. They want
Mm-hmm.
to, but the Most High not letting them get a hand in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was saying like once the Most High say, "Oh, okay, y'all gonna shut this down," like that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Right.
gonna when he like he's he's using this opportunity with these platforms to spread this message. Once the message is spread enough, once our people that taught enough people on the streets, once our people are really ready to repent, there's gonna be no use for this no more. And he's gonna make it known. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take it all. So, along with a lot of people. Along with a lot of people. You know
right. There gonna be no use for them no more either. But I'll praise.
But
hey, I'm
that was
you have had me on. I appreciate you reaching out. You know what I'm saying? And sharing your platform with Rick.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I love what y'all doing over there. You know what I'm saying? I seen the energy and the vibe that you came with your music, and you know what I'm saying, your praise for the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely something that not only I had to do, you know what I'm saying, but the nation had to see. You know what I'm saying? The nation had to see a genuine brother like yourself. Like I said, I tried to do the Signs of the Times video, and just from that video, I could tell like these are some good brothers right here. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell like just vibing with your wife, vibing with the kids, and you know what I'm saying, the message that was behind the song. I was just like, man, and my son used to sing the song all the time. We played the song and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it was just, and the crazy part is like the whole time I never knew that was you. You know what I'm saying? Well, I knew it was you, but I never knew the name that went along with it. So just from first experience, I seen the spirit on you. So it was something that had me, you know what I'm saying, keep me coming. So when I started hearing all these people like, hey man, Freebrew. And I'm like, who is this? Like, let me find him. You know what I'm saying? Let me find him because he's gotta be a good brother. And then come to find out it was you all along. I'm like, oh man, I've been new. You know what I'm saying? It was just the moment of time where the most I was like, all right, let's connect. Let's connect the two. So,
and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful that the Most High is really using you as a vessel to reach out to brothers, to give out these righteous reactions, man, and to, you know, continue to esteem his name in so many different ways, you know what I'm saying? Through music, through art, through creativity, through sound, through, you know, ministry, and, you know, and through you, and through reactions, you know what I'm saying? So it's most definitely like I was really opening up Israel to, you know what I'm saying? Like, we build it, real. We build it.
Yeah, I've been seeing so much unity, you know what I'm saying, with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is I didn't know when, but I knew it was gonna be a time where doctrinal differences would be having to take a you know what I'm saying, sideline for a second. Like, no, y'all gotta connect. Bro. Y'all have to connect in a way. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that the doctrine is important, but law first. You know what I'm saying? The doctrine of the scriptures isn't within the what would you say, the 10. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The whole 6 other commandments is talking about loving your brother. You know what I'm saying? Which, I mean, it's not really about certain doctrinal differences. It's about how you really gonna love your brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not covet. Those type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Honor your father and mother. Those things are important to our walk as brothers. You know what I'm saying? Most of them wouldn't just give us these commandments and tell us not to deal with them because of doctrinal differences. You know what I'm saying? If you understand the Father, you understand that His law comes first. The doctrine doesn't mean anything because you can know all these scriptures, but if you have hatred for your brother in your heart, it does no good.
No good.
You can have the doctrine. Doctrine, yes, you know what I'm saying, with the best doctrine, and you know what I'm saying. But did you love your brother at the end of the day?
Yeah.
No, you're not getting in. You're not getting in the kingdom. doesn't matter about the doctrine, bro.
It's a wrap.
It's all about how we keep the laws with each other. So I'm grateful to see brothers, coming together and really starting to build bond, whether it be through music, whether it be through things like this, whether it just be meeting up with each other. It's definitely been a blessing, definitely been something that I'm grateful that the Most High allowed me to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to continue to do his will until it's two options. You know what I'm saying? Whether he put me to rest or whether he put this land to rest. You know what I'm saying? And put us back on top. So I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here.
Man, and it's real important what you said. Like, when he gave us the 10, he gave us these other 6 for one another. By us being created in his image, when we sin against one another, we sin against the Father. So we should exemplify one another as creations of our Creator. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like, you're a creation of my Creator. I can't go against you, because if I go against you, I go against the Father. And I sin against my own soul when I sin against my brother. And when we look at it like that, all things are made pure. You know what I'm saying? You can put everything under subjection. Anything that's not outside of the fruits of the Spirit. Everything outside of the fruits of the Spirit, you put under subjection by the fruits of the Spirit, because we know that we're examples of the Father, and we're created in his image. So if I sin against you, I sin against Father. And when we start looking at it like that, there is no doctrine that can come in between.
And I'm saying, in the scriptures say it. You know what I'm saying? How could you love your brother? How could you love the Father if you don't love your brother here on earth?
Pure.
You know what I'm saying? If you have hate and malice in your heart for your brother, how could you ever love the Father?
Fruits of the
you know
Spirit.
What I'm saying? So, like, fruit of the Spirit, man. And like I said, if y'all don't have it, man, pray for it. You know what I'm saying? Pray for the understanding. Pray that Most High give y'all the understanding, and be looking for it. Do not just, I'm gonna pray for it, and then I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna chill. And no, be on the lookout for it. Mm-hmm. Pay attention to what happens afterwards, because it's not like he's not gonna answer.
Right.
If you're sincere, pray for it and expect it to happen. Just be on the lookout for it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like I said, another great interview. Love chopping it up with you. Again, we're going to have to do this off camera or on camera. Don't matter how it happened, but it's going to happen again.
Back.
You know what I'm saying? The show.
Hey, thank you for having me out.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. This has been Righteous Reaction, episode 6, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you just tuned in for 5, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever the case may be, hopefully you got something out of this. All praises to the Most High, Heavenly Father above. And, you know what I'm saying, I just ask that he increase y'all understanding, increase everything, that y'all going through. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, thank y'all again. And so we're going to be out of here. But for now, I see y'all next week. I don't know for sure who I'm going to have on here next week, but either it's going to be next week, and if I don't have somebody on here next week, then I'll let y'all know, and then we'll be doing another episode after that. So the week after that. So it just depends on what happens and schedules and stuff like that. So our praises. Let's get it next week. I see y'all. Dang it, man. I was supposed to play your song at the end of the video, but my laptop died. So I'm going to play it to myself.
Yeah, it's all good. Look, as it is on Earth, y'all can go to my page.
Oh, yeah.
That's all link, hit the link in the bio if you haven't checked it out already. As it is on Earth. It's on all platforms. YouTube, Freebrew Nation. On YouTube.
Somebody in the comments tag them. You know what I'm saying, in the comments. So if anybody's just watching, trying to, get his stuff, you know what I'm saying, that way they have it.
With that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and chime out. Again, thank you for having me. And I pray that everything that was said and spoken in spirit and in truth, and may the angels record it and sing the album.